So this is Dr. Marx, chiropractor for how many years?
35 years.
35 years. Now, before Take Shape for Life, you had found a way to be within your values and be a chiropractor, really with intentions of helping people. But you were just saying that it really wasn't all that healing. It wasn't really, there was a lot of non-health related stuff. What do you mean by that?
Well, what I mean by that was after 35 years of practice, it was taking care of aches and pains, neck aches, headaches, back pains, and we get into chiropractic. I got into chiropractic to get sick people well, and over the time it evolved into a business of personal injury, workers' comp, fighting with the insurance companies, and hoping you might get paid. It was no longer fun. It was a struggle. And we weren't being rewarded and not being rewarded for our services to get sick people well for over 100 years.
But you were getting sick people well.
That's right.
So that felt good.
That felt good, but we really wanted more. We knew it wasn't just what we were doing. People had to make a change. They had to be accountable and responsible for their own health. We could show them the way. We just couldn't do it for them.
So you've been trying to teach people about nutrition and you've given them menus, you've been teaching them lifestyle the whole time.
Lifestyle the whole time.
The whole time, but they weren't getting it.
They weren't getting it. There was too much of a challenge in society to be drawn to other things. And so, for me, when Take Shape for Life came along, it was a good match because now I had something solid to offer my patients.
Yeah. How many people have you seen? And I mean, you've probably touched not just in your practice, but now you're sharing it with other.
I'm taking the message out to other chiropractors. We've been sharing this philosophy. Well, we learned. This has been a philosophy that we've embraced. This is our tenets when we go to chiropractic college as to why we do what we do. And it matches. And so that's the message. Anyone that comes in as a chiropractic patient, whether they're coming in for alternative health or if they're coming in for personal injury or for whatever reason, it is a part of our practice.
So what's the it's JC, Dr. Dornick talks about the incongruence. Somehow the chiropractors who really know intuitively that the body can heal itself.
Innate intelligence.
They know that, and they believe the Edison quote about the doctor of the future will be concerned with no medicine, but with the structure of the human body and the nutrition and diet and exercise.
Right, the function of the spine and the nutrition and wellness.
How do doctors and chiropractors that really do believe that, how do they rationalize in their head just staying in that system and finding a way to say no to our system? What are they telling themselves to think that this doesn't make sense, what we're doing?
My belief is that they're just not listening hard enough, or they didn't have the philosophy to begin with. It's philosophical, and you don't get it just by going off to school. It's propagated, and it has to be handed down by people who truly embrace it and understand it.
They gotta live it.
They live it. I live it. I come from a large family of chiropractors. You know, I worked in medicine and OB/GYN and general medicine, but honestly, I'd never been to a medical doctor until I had my first child.
Oh yeah.
I've never been vaccinated. I'd never taken drugs or medications. I'd never had antibiotics. And I believe it's a definite place. I worked in medicine.
So you lived the habits of health before?
Before I became a chiropractor.
And before Take Shape for Life, you lived the habits of health.
Take Shape for Life. I'm now working with medical doctors because they now see it in a different way. So congruency, you have to open that road up.
Yeah.
You have to meet them where they are so they can relate to it.
So how does it feel to be this congruent?
It's a gift. I just opened up my mind and said I've got the chiropractic philosophy. There's medicine. And we got to work together because
that's the magic 1-2 punch, isn't it?
That's right. It's not us. It's not about us.
So it's
about the people. They're the ones that are sick and need to be well.
But you're the physician of the future that Edison talked about.
Doctor, heal thyself, above, down, and inside out. Get the big idea, and all else follows, and that's B.J. Palmer.
It's exciting. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, it is.
And
thanks for allowing me to.
Now, second question. This event, is there any breakthroughs or lessons that you think you're going to be able to take home with you that it's going to take your business to the next level?
Yes, and that's engaging my chiropractors and sitting down with them and having a heart-to-heart philosophy in the direction where healthcare is going.
It's kind of scary.
And it's not in longevity clinics. That's artificial. That's drugs. That's not wellness. People are trying to get young by the wrong means. I have 6 grandchildren. I still ride and break horses. I'm 62. And I plan on, you know, when I take downtime, it's going to be the last downtime I take.
That's exciting. Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And sharing this philosophy, I mean, this was really reviving for me because at first I said, who are these people with this chiropractic philosophy? Until I found out it was
Health coaches.
It was health coaches. And where I was a chiropractor, I thought, I want to be a health coach because I can get more sick people well doing it that way. They'll listen to me on a different level.
Cool. Now, next year, you're going to have a chance to bring your team, your executive directors, to come to Go Global. But before then, we have the national conference, and that's open to anyone.
That's right.
So even a brand new person who's just thinking about it to somebody who's been around for 6 to 8, 12 months, what would you tell them as far as why is it important to make sure they commit to going to conference in July?
Would I tell a health coach of mine to commit to going to conference?
Yeah, if they were thinking about it, what would you tell them to make sure that they understood how important it was?
I would say if they want to really help a lot of people, they need to understand the philosophy and get direction of where they want to go. And once they have the map, they'll get there. It's just getting on the journey, and it's not about arriving, but it's the journey along the way, making enough difference in people's lives that they take back their own health. It's a God-given right. We weren't born and created to be sick. Our Creator created us to be well. We're programmed to be well. We're sick by society.
So we have choices.
We have choices. Yes, we have choice. And once you're led and you see the choices that you have to make, the obvious one appears.
Yeah. Choose health.
Choose health. Who wouldn't want to be healthy and have joy in their life? That's the great promise, to enjoy and celebrate life while we're here.
Yeah. Well, you can sure see it.
One day at a time.
Well, you can sure see it in your face. It's full of joy. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.